Good afternoon. I'm hoping I'm live. I think I'm live. Um, okay. Today has been very interesting. Well, first of all, I don't usually tag anybody in a post or anything that I do on live. I don't do that because if you're meant to see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. But today's one was a little different. The way it hit me a little hard. So that's why I've had to tag a lot of people. If it worked, I don't know. I ain't done it on my computer before. I do it on my phone is one thing, but doing it on my computer, I've never done it. But anyway, today's thing was called The Time Is Now. Now, I'm not sure if the thing that came across me today is fact or not, but either way, it was important enough to get my attention. And the thing is, they was talking about practicing or taking the vaccines to Africa and practicing on our Africans. And I was like, what? I saw a post on Instagram that was saying that these French people were talking about going to the Congo and practicing or trying out these vaccines on the Africans. Okay. I'm a British born Nigerian. My parents, all of my family are Nigerian, which means I'm African. I don't care what I sound like, where I live. I'm an African. And what when they put this on my spirit today, because like I said, I ask every day, what can I do in order to unite our people with love over the continent? And what they brought to me, my attention was, look, African spirituality, no matter where in Africa African spirituality comes from, if it has affected you and been effective, then this is for you. Whether you're into Ifa, whether you're into Orisha, whether you're into Akan, whether you're into Sangoma, whether you're into the Congo Palo, whether you're into Vodun, whether you're into any African spirituality that has hit you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, then you are a part of this message. They are saying that everybody with Ashe, and there is beaucoup people with Ashe, and much knowledge and much wisdom and much power. You're being called upon right now to collectively come together to protect Africa. You've got, I see, I want to cry already because that's how much it's getting to me. They want to practice on our people. But the thing is, they've never come up against, they may have done in small quantities in different places, but they've never come up against the collective of Africa coming together, no matter what tradition they're in, for the same cause. Meaning that if they're deciding to go to the Congo, if they're deciding to go to the Congo in order to practice their vaccines, it is up to us as custodians of the culture, of every culture of Africa. Remember, back in the day, Africa was one landmass. So that meant we could walk wherever we wanted to walk, and we was one people. So it was only when those collective beings came and decided they wanted to separate it and give each piece away like it's a piece of meat. It's to say that I own this, that you got all the different countries as Africa, but we were one. So our collective ancestors are calling for us all now to do something about it. We have Ashe, we have Orisha, we have many different spiritualities. We have the Lua, we have all the Mamiwata, we have all these different spiritualities that come from Africa, and all the people worldwide, no matter what color you are, because we know now many people are getting initiated to all different spiritualities. And we also know that in America, in fact, not just America, all over the place, it's almost been like a melting pot. You have people that have ancestry of Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, you know what I mean? You got people in Mexico that are dealing with spirituality, of African spirituality, whether it's Santeria, whether it's Condoble, if I'm saying that right, Lukumi, no matter what spirituality you're a part of, it all stems from Africa. And right now, Africa is in need of us collectively doing some spiritual work in order for them not to succeed. They've never in this day and time, we've never in this day and time, collectively, regardless of what spirituality we're from, come together in order to make a difference. And we're making a difference in love in regards to the fact that, we love our family, we love our people, we love, regardless of where we're from, we love our people, we love our people, and we want what's right for them. And right now, if this is what they're saying is going to happen, that's not cool. That's not cool on any level. So like I said, I don't know if I did this right or not, but I tagged as many people as I could possibly think of tagging, and I wish I could tag some more, but I'm not sure if it went ahead. But the fact of the matter is, we're being called now spiritual. I don't know when it could happen, but the fact of the matter is, we all have spiritual spaces, prayer rooms, temples that we can go to and ask, what can we do to assist this process to not allow these people, whether they're the French or whether they're the Europeans, whoever they are, that have collectively got together and decided that Africa is the place we can test this out. We're not a pack of laboratory rats. They practice all that stuff on lab rats. Africa is not a lab rat. We understand that they've taken so much from Africa, and it's almost like they feel that, oh, Africans are dummy enough, they're just going to accept what is. No. Also, we have a lot of people that are in the entertainment industry that are celebrities that are into African spirituality, whether they've gone back to Africa and regained chieftaincy titles and got initiated. There's many of us worldwide. Like I said, whether it is into Pala, whether it is into Sangam, whether it is into Akan, whether it is into Ifa, whether it is into Orisha, Vodun, Mamiwata, you name it, we are all over the place. And it comes from Africa. The spirit of Africa right now is calling out for us all to come together and do something about this, because we can. You know what I mean? I don't care about what differences we have because, oh, you do this over here and you do this over there. Spiritually, our ancestors are one. You know what I mean? Our ancestors that came before us, you know what I mean? If you go back in time, I remember, what's her name? I'd said it in one of my other videos before, Oshunike and Baba Kolioso, Ibaraturu, that talks about many paths and one truth. Many paths connect to one truth, and then many paths is because of where we are all over the world. But there is that one truth, that there's a higher divinity that's moving through all this. And the fact that whenever you get initiated or you have Ashe, you have spiritual power, you have power of the tongue, you have power of the word, you have power over elements. You have a duty and a responsibility to your people, to your kind, to do something about this. And so when it sat on me today, I was like, I'm supposed to say this to who? I'm supposed to do what? But it's a matter of, we got to do it. There was a couple more people that I just realized that I didn't tag. Yaya Fini. There's a lot of people that I didn't tag, and I realize now, as I'm thinking over, that are very much instrumental in being able to pull this off. However it's pulled off, I don't know. However we're going to do it, I don't know. Usually I see something where people are saying something and I'm not saying nothing. So I don't even know if this is working or not, but I'm going to post it regardless. But anyway, my name is Oba Ologbo Falue Ifashade Olosunde Egbeyemi. And like I said today, they have called upon me to bring this to our awareness, to our collective awareness, that we have an obligation to do something about this. We are custodians of this culture. We are custodians of the energy and the wisdom that comes through to us. So we've got to do something about this. We should not allow any foreign entity to come in and try and destroy our people. Can you imagine how many people are going to die if they're testing a vaccine on a people? Can you imagine the amount of people that will suffer because of what these, the side effects of what these vaccines are? They have no clue. And this is all because of this pandemic that's going on over the world that they created and don't know how to fix. So now they have, like I said, I would rather be loud and wrong than quiet and be right on point. I would be I'd rather do it like this than to sit down and be quiet and then found out, oh, I was right all this time. That's why I'm bringing it to everybody's attention that we've got to do something about this. We collectively have the ability and capabilities of changing this, changing the trajectory of what they assume is going to happen, because they're not expecting us to come together. I'm talking about African spirituality, no matter what situation we're in. Like I said, Vodun, Lua, Sangoma, Akan, Ifa, the Orisha, Palo, Lukumi, Santeria, Candomblé, they're not expecting us to work together. That's one thing that they don't expect, because there's been so much division in everything that we do. And we're loud about that. We're loud about all the division that happens. So you know what I mean? They're never expecting us to come together. But at this time, when we are all in our own spaces, taking care of the work, because people have done divination about this pandemic, and people have done offerings and ebars to Abaluaye and to all different things. So I'm saying collectively, regardless of what color you are, if African spirituality in any way, shape, form, or fashion is affected your life effectively, am I saying that right? Has affected your life effectively, then this is for you. This is for all of you, no matter what color you are, no matter where you are in the world, to come together for this collective thing to say that we got to save Africa. We've got to save our people, regardless of which part of the continent that they're from. We've got to look after them. And if it means that we bring down the spirits in a way that they've never fathomed in their life, then so be it. But the time is now that we have to come together collectively to do something about it. This is it's already enough that people are dying from this stuff. But to purposely know that people are going to a particular place to test something out, which is going to result in many people's death, and we go sit back and do nothing, that's not possible. We are not given so much ashe, we're not given so much wisdom and knowledge and power just to sit back and act like we don't know what to do. We have so much we can do, and we have to do something about it. So again, myself, Oba Ologbo Falue Ifashade Olosunde Egbeyemi, I approve this message, and I pray that you hear me and you think about it, and collectively we can make some changes on a scale that they ain't even ready for. As far as I'm concerned, if we do something like this, just with the same thought in mind, with the same intention, no matter what spirituality we're in, with the same intention, can you imagine the power and the force that's going to push and make some changes? This is what this is about. So again, I'm gonna leave it there. If there's something else that comes up, I'm gonna come back on again. But I'm gonna leave that one there, because I hope I hope that this did. And if it didn't, I apologize, and I'm gonna have to do it again. But anyway, take care. Much love to everyone. And everyone, wherever you are, whoever you are, much love to you. And I pray that you understand, as custodians of our great African culture, we have an obligation to do something that has not been done. And even if it's done in every individual house collectively, it's going to make a difference. Just watch. It takes courage, it takes discipline, it takes power. And collectively, we've got a whole bunch of it that they're not ready for. So, okay, I love you. And I pray that you hear these words, because they affected me in a way that I could not give this message. So, let me see how this goes, and peace out.